Sewing is the craft of fastening or attaching objects using stitches made with a needle and thread. It is one of the oldest textile arts, dating back thousands of years. Sewing can be done by hand or with the help of a sewing machine. Many people sew as a hobby, while others make a living as professional tailors. There are various types of fabric used in sewing. Cotton is a soft, breathable fabric commonly used for everyday clothing. Silk is a luxurious, smooth fabric often used for formal wear. Stitch, fabric, needle, thread, pattern, seam, hem, bobbin, scissors, button, zipper, pin, thimble, embroidery, quilt, iron, seamstress, tailor, applique, bias, basting, presser foot, thread tension, backstitch, dart, pleat, elastic, lining, overlock, ruler, seam allowance, serge, tuck, buttonhole, interfacing, notch, gathers, patchwork, overcast, pin cushion, dress form, cutting mat, rotary cutter, eyelet, needle threader, seam ripper, selvage, stay stitch, top stitch, running stitch, blanket stitch, chain stitch, cross stitch, straight stitch, zigzag stitch, hand sewing, machine sewing, sewing box, dressmaking, tailoring, fusible web, tailor's chalk, muslin, spool, thread guide, feed dogs, overlap, seam guide, adjustable stitch length, sleeve, waistband, collar, cuff, bodice, skirt, piping, boning, shirring, smocking, cutting line, waistline, bust line, hip line, grain line, dressmaker's shears, marking pen, tracing wheel, tailor's tack, pleat depth, facing, fold line, gathering foot, French seam, bound buttonhole, interlining, overlocking thread, raw edge, seam finish, stretch stitch, tailor's ham, dressmaker pins, sewing gauge, snap fastener, hook and eye, tape measure, bias tape, stay tape, ruffle, handwheel, bobbin case, zigzag foot, straight pin, pin tuck, flat felled seam, invisible zipper, decorative stitch, understitch, grain, machine foot, button loop, tailoring scissors, felt, velcro, grommet, twill tape, selvage edge, pin tuck foot, ruffling foot, overcast stitch, sloper, textile, grain direction, seam reinforcement, button shank, needlepoint, patch, running stitch, tape, batting, clipping, fringe, marker, miter, quilt block, stitch length, pattern piece, rotary mat, slip stitch, thread cutter, needle plate,